I got a couple things to say. A couple. First things first. Kandi, you need to get on the phone pronto and call Bravo Andy. You need to get on the phone and call Bravo Andy because, as a rule, wherever you show out at is where I show out at. And all of this started as this beautiful love story on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So if it's going to end up being nasty, mean, and sideways, then it needs to play out on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Bravo, somewhere of the sort where the people that got all the smiles and the grins can also get all the winces and the all that. Because you took and you built Todd up to us to make us fall in love with the love story of you and Todd. Now, if Todd is just going to drag you, then you need to let us go ahead and see Todd for who Todd really is. Because from where I'm sitting, I feel crazy. And I know a lot of the fans have got to feel crazy because all this time that has gone by, are you telling me that we really owe Mama Joyce an apology? Now, did everything Mama Joyce do and say, was it all necessary? Was it all kind or even doable? But it's starting to seem as though Mama Joyce ain't lied not nary time. Aunt Bertha ain't lied nary time. It seems like that line has so much precedence and that line has outlasted Kandi being on the show. Y'all know what line I'm talking about. Maybe this is a scheme set up by Todd to come back to you with the bullshit. Why did that line have so much power? How did that line have so much power? Because that's just the way the universe does. Sometimes the universe drops nuggets that we get back around to. All these things seem to be true. Now listen, and what I'm talking about, y'all, I did a video about this. We all know Kandi and Todd Tucker are getting a divorce. Okay? And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. You know, people outgrow each other all the time and things happen. Don't see eye to eye. I did the whole video. I still believe a lot of it actually has to do with the rearing of children and certain things like that, children raising and financials. They just never did see eye to eye. And those things have a way of tearing people apart. And they are they got money. They got money, so they don't have to stay. See, a lot of people stay together to keep from spending money. They be like, man, fuck you. I can go on over here and be over here and you be over there. And we ain't got to go back to court. We ain't got to be spending no money and playing none of them types of games. It could just be what it be. You know what I mean? But they got the kind of money that, no, a divorce is necessary. We need to cut our losses. We need to get away from each other and go on. But I really thought that the divorce was really going to be amicable. I thought they would just, you go your way, I go my way. We cool. We'd have made some money together. We still making money together. We can do that, raise these children and all of. I really, truly thought it was going to be that way. But one thing that I actually said in my video, I said, Todd Tucker, I dig you, dude. I dig you. But if we, the viewing public, the YouTubers and the vloggers of the world, if we find out that it was all a scheme set up by you to come back with the bullshit, we was going to get you. We was going to get you. We wasn't just going to let you walk off. And it just, let the draggings begin. It seems as though, and this is allegedly because I ain't got no paperwork on it, okay? But from what I'm hearing walking through these streets backwards, is that, Todd, you a pretty sly son of a bitch. You literally was at Kandi's house for Thanksgiving. You were over there eating turkey and gravy, chitlins and such last Thursday. And just hours later, we found out that allegedly this divorce is not getting ready to be easy peasy. It's getting ready to be sleazy and greasy. You going after custody of the kids? You going after the prenup? You want to challenge the prenup. You going all the way. See, that's why I say the long game. See, a real dirty bitch will play the long game. See, I'm a long game player. I'm a patient hoe. Okay? Never let. Ain't no need me sitting up on here lying to y'all. I'm a patient hoe. I will sit up. Let me tell you how patient I am. My mama's name is Patience. Okay? I am a patient hoe. I will sit for 4, 5, 6, 10 years to get you back the way I want to get you back. Now, I don't set up schemes to get people initially, but I will definitely be patient and sit. When you do me wrong and it's time for me to get you back, I am one of the most patient of hoes. Okay? Period. I've always told y'all I am a much better enemy than I am a friend. Okay? So this feels like this was something set up in the beginning. It feels as though it always had an exit plan. This not good. This not good. When I heard that we were going all the way back and Watusi and all the way back down to when you were served up the prenup and all of this. And, you know, there was always that little talk about, did he sign the prenup under duress? Was he forced into it? And now you literally, am I hearing that you want to challenge this prenup? Like you were just loading all the eggs in the basket and you just knew how you was going to come at her. You done pumped her up with these 2 kids. She done went through hell and high water and backflips to provide you with these 2 kids that you wanted. And I truly believe you talked her into them because she already had a baby. She had Riley. I don't believe for 1 minute that Kandi was just so diehard into having these babies. I believe that was a collaborative effort with a lot of you. Please, please do it. Do it. I want it. Oh, I want it. I want it. And from where I'm sitting, everything looks like a dollar figure. The kids, this whole thing, that whole last season that y'all was on there together, you fussing about her being on the road all the time. All this, listen, patient hoe. You talking to the patient hoe, okay? My get back game is something serious. Do you understand? Sound like Todd's is too. Had these babies for me. Now, last time y'all see me on TV, I'm fussing about how you not around. You not around for these kids. And it came out of nowhere. See, I've been watching the show since it first hit the air. That shit came out of nowhere. Like, what? Wait a minute. Now, we always knew we had an issue. We always had an issue about Kandi and Todd, and the friends didn't see it for Todd, and Mama Joyce and the aunties, and they never seen it for Todd. So that's all we were like, okay, it's cool. It is what it is. We got used to the bullshit. But never was there a problem with the kids. Never was there a problem with the kids. We love the kids. All we ever knew of the kids is we had to go through some medical stuff to get Blaze here. You know, it was unconventional to get Blaze here, but we got her here and we loved on her. We loved some Blaze, and Ace was just a dream because he's so damn talented. So we just love Ace down. You know what I mean? Never any issues about the raising of the little ones. Always a situation between Kayla and the way he raised Kayla versus what goes on with Riley, and he couldn't touch that. You couldn't touch it. Wasn't no need to talk about it too much because you're going to get yourself a problem. You're going to get yourself a problem. Hey, James. Hi, India. Yes, by all means. And thank you so much, India, for being there. I appreciate it. Yes, you can go ahead and email me at SpillitBoy. It is SpillitBoy@gmail.com, and we can get together and get any answers that you need, because I want to jump in and answer your questions. So definitely reach out to me ASAP, and I'll get you all the information that you need, and answer any questions that you have. And thank you so much for being there. I appreciate you. Mwah. Thank you so much. I love my people. Y'all be listening even when I don't be thinking y'all be listening. Couldn't replace them if I tried. Okay, so it came out of left field. We knew what the fights were with them, and we got used to it, and we're not in the house, so we just figured that they got used to it. You know what I mean? And Mama Joyce do what Mama Joyce do, and that's that. Riley do what she gonna do. Kandi sneaks and do what she want to do for Kayla. But yeah, all that stuff, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Where did the stuff come in with the babies? Never was a problem with the babies. Because I feel like you was sitting back. That's what it's looking like, Todd. That is what it's looking like. It literally is looking like I'm watching you from across the room, and the closer we get to what's going down with y'all, it looked like you are like the little girl from The Exorcist sitting on the end of the bed when the priest slumped over, like that's how it feels. And that is not a good look. That is not a good look. A man. You're a man. I mean, come on. Now, I'm a special kind of man, but I'm a man nonetheless. Men take care of their business. Men don't walk around and scheme on females and work them to Are you kidding? That is so ugly. That is so ugly. It really is. You'd have did better to just been a sex partner. It ain't have to be all this. If you just wanted to work her, you know, Kandi, you know. But I guess she ain't free-hearted like this. I guess you wanted a large payday. This is just ugly. This is ugly. Then I seen something else. I don't know about that, but I seen a little thing about some female that they was having some dealings with, and that maybe he done took up something with her. I don't know what that is. I just kind of ran across that and I said, I don't know if there's really an issue that'll come out. But I said, we probably won't never hear no more about that because it's not going to get ugly. Not my Kandi and my Todd. They're going to do this. Boom, it's going to be done. Their kids are so aware. I just knew it wasn't going to be this because the children know of social media. Their children are right out there. So ain't nothing that's going to go on that their kids won't be aware of. I said, not my Todd, my Kandi. They not going to have this going on. But this is a mess. This is a mess already, and we're just getting started. And then you had your ass over there sitting eating turkey. You were eating turkey on Thursday. Then you weren't in the picture. Good thing. Because you don't need to be in the picture. When you knew what you had actually cooked up. You knew, you sat there with your feet under that table with your family, knowing that you was over there really playing this game the long, hard way. That is horrible. And you ought to be ashamed of your goddamn black ass self. That is horrible. If any of this stuff is true, Todd, and I mean any of, because like I said, allegedly, don't be coming sending me no paperwork because you off on the prowl. I ain't got the $5 and you ain't getting none of my $5, you bastard. So don't come fucking with me. But anyway, if any of this is true, Todd, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You really, really ought to be ashamed of yourself. Seriously. That's horrible. That is horrible. Horrible. Kandi, I don't really know what to tell. Because I was wondering, now I seen her interview and I figured there was some more to it. Because again, I said time, growing apart, whatever that is. I just figured they just kind of outgrew each other and everything should be cool. Everything should be cool. But then when I start hearing her say, like, you know, I see it. I see it, Lisa. I see it. I'm letting everybody live. I'm doing my thing. Listen, I'm going to bust into 2026 in a major way. I ain't worried about no raggedy bitch in no chat. So y'all do me a favor. Drag her. If Alice is out in the chat acting up, y'all, and I'll give y'all the permission, drag the bitch. Y'all go on and drag her. Have fun. We can ready bust into 2026 in a major way. One thing we ain't got time for is no stupid trolls. And I don't usually let my people loose on her. Drag that bitch. Go for it, y'all. Let her have it. Y'all know how to do it. Clean her up. Go right ahead. Be my guest. Alice, you're on. But when I started seeing, I'm into this commentary. I ain't got time for Alice. Fuck Alice. Okay. Y'all can have her. Eat her. And I'll block her later. But for right now, y'all go ahead. Eat her up. So I start seeing her talking about, like, you know, I messed up and I've been kind of smiling. You know, I've been smiling through, but the smiles were not genuine and that kind of thing. And I said, well, that's odd. You know, that's odd because, again, I didn't see it like that. And I didn't want to see it like that. Not my Todd, my Kandi. And I mean that. Not my Todd, my Kandi. Like, I dig them. You know what I mean? Horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible to think that Todd would do something this low down. It's horrible for Kandi to even have to go through this because now it's looking like it was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. Like she has suffered through this whole thing. She had to suffer through getting with you, and now she got to suffer through getting rid of your rotten ass. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You want physical custody of the children, and I just did. So that means it is all money. It physical. Look at y'all dragging. Y'all drag old trash box Alice. For, you know, the whole custody of the kids thing, physical custody, that's so you can get child support. How petty is that? All your accolades and all that you've done and your career and the awards and what you got going on, you chasing a bitch down for child support? How petty are you? How petty are you? And then you are trying to contest and come after the prenup. That means you're going after alimony. Oh, you want to be paid for nothing. Huh? Or do you have a story to tell? Did Kandi do something to you? See, I don't think now, y'all better be glad, honey, I'm just an old gay, honey, that ain't got no attachments to the court. Because you know the only time that I would give out alimony, I give out alimony if somebody did something really, really crude during the marriage. Like if somebody's cheating, being really disrespectful, got extra babies on the side, stuff like that. That's what I would award alimony for. Not, oh, well, we're together and, you know, and we just separate out and then that's that. Okay, so we separated out and we're done with one another. You go your way, I go my way. You go figure out what your life's going to be. I figure out what mine's going to be. But if I'm at home and you bamboozled me and you out there running around on me and stuff like that, yeah, then now you need to go ahead and keep me in the lifestyle that I was accustomed to, where I did nothing to make that lifestyle come to an end. You need to pay me. That's when I would give out alimony. Something like this, where it looks as though you've been playing legalese and sneaky peas the whole time. Like you had it in your mind that, oh, this bitch is paid and I'm going to get me a little bit of that coin. I don't think that you should get no alimony. No. I can't. There's... He'd have to really drop some bombs. Like Kandi'd have to been out there double fisting with two girlfriends watching and working a light switch before I would actually give Todd alimony. For what? Alimony for what? She gave you access to her body for years. What more do you want? What more do you want? She sat up and played Everybody Leave Todd Alone, Don't Nobody Bother Todd for years. For years. All to just look back and you was doing her from the beginning. Toddy, you like to party. But it sounds like you need a lashing, Todd. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, listen, I don't know. I'm going to hold my tongue for right now, but I had to get this up and get it up off of me because I just had something to say about it, and I just did not think that this was the way that it was going to go. I am shocked. I am shocked. So that's it. That's all I got to say about this. And y'all keep your eyes and your ears open for me because I got something else to say. Oh, yes. I'm just going to end this and I'm going to come right on back. I got something else to say about Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva. Somebody else carrying on. I got some more to say. Y'all, tune back in. I got more to say. I'm on my damn soapbox and I'm ready to chit chat. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.